Karlson. Karlson is a game made by this guy here, Danny, and if you don't know what Karlson is, I'll let him explain it for you.
And oh, you're wondering what Karlson is? That's just a little game I'm working on, currently the 18th most wishlisted game on Steam, so smash wishlist now so we can get to the #1 spot and break Steam.
He was never really that good at explaining things. So now you know what it is. Let's start. What you get when you combine an FPS, parkour, slow-mo, and milk? Karlson. The milk-infused man will stop at nothing to locate and drink his favourite beverage. Karlson brings a unique and skill-based movement to the table, highly inspired by classic FPS titles, set in a mysterious future setting. Fight your way out of the facility and discover the truth behind your past. The game is said to have 4 chapters, starting in the facility, one eventually escaping to the sky. Maybe Karlson lives in the sky, who knows? The player, or Karlson, wakes up in a facility-type prison area, not knowing anything about where they are. He is told what to do by a disembodied voice and introduced to Billy, who is currently pointless but kinda cute. But in the Karlson trailer at the end, it states not to trust Billy, so probably he has some importance to the plot later in the game. Karlson's milk was taken from him. The voice encourages him to get it as fast as he can, then he will receive a reward. Karlson starts out with no weapons, but he unlocks them the further you go through the game on maps. The first weapon you unlock being a sword/katana/grappling thing. He gets it on a short level filled with a bit of parkour. Once he unlocks it, he moves to the next level. While Karlson is going through levels, he faces a decent variety of enemies, most of which being different robots, but he goes on to face humans that look like Dr. Disrespect in Chapter 2. There was also a fight with a massive robot designed as a milk carton, a giant milk carton with guns. While it was not stated that this will be in the game, I'm just going to count it as it's in the game because there's barely anything to talk about. While going through different levels, Karlson is being taunted and watched by the disembodied voice. An unspecified amount of levels later, you have to face a massive robot boss named Willy, and he's supposedly Billy's brother. This probably happens around 5 or 10 levels. Through the game, as from what I have seen, you can only use the katana in this level, and you're meant to get other guns in later levels. There are also a couple different weapons and ways to take down enemies. You have the sword, an AK-47, also known as the AT-48, there was a shotgun, the boomer, which is basically just a cool grenade launcher, and finally, we have a banana gun. I forgot to mention at the end of every level you get a carton of milk. There was also this time they created a 1v1 to Google Doc on level design. Man, I am running out of things to talk about fast. Karlson is also technically a bean, but the bean has arms now. I don't really know, but I never really said anything about the chapters, mostly because there's nothing to say, apart from their names. In the first chapter, you are in the facility prison type place. Did I say this before? I have no idea. The second chapter, you end up escaping the facility. The third chapter, you're on the rooftops, still escaping, and at the end you're in the sky for some reason. But that's really all of the story of Karlson we know so far. Danny is doing his best not to spoil the game for us, so it made this video kinda hard to make. When Karlson comes out, I will probably make another video explaining the lore of Karlson, if this video does well. Please go check out Danny's channel, he is very cool, link in description. Also wishlist Karlson, it looks like a pretty cool game. And I also have a Discord server now, so you can join if you want. Make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, and have some goddamn milk.